Hello everybody, this is Ben85. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 19 Season 2. It's a beautiful morning. We actually have everything harvested. Got done last night late. Unfortunately, the other fields are not, I don't think, gonna be harvestable. It's just not in the cards for us. The biggest question I have though is, well, is it going to winter over? I'm not sure what's going to happen with it. If it winters over, I mean, we can do it right away in the spring and we're going to be golden. But I won't know until winter comes, so I'm not going to dig any of it up yet. And if it does die, we'll just dig it up in the spring. No big deal. This guy, this is kind of a bittersweet day. We've got 123 hours on this tractor. We have spent a lot of time in this tractor. Been a great tractor for us, but I want to upgrade. I want to change it. I want to do something different, and I think it's going to be pretty awesome. No, we're not selling the Challenger. Don't worry about that. I got a mod for the 2020 versions of some of the John Deeres coming out. Apparently you are not considered to be where you need to be. That should work now. There we go. Repair it. We'll sell it. Yes, I have the 2020 version of some of the John Deere tractors that are out there, including a brand new tractor that has never been seen on the market. I actually follow, he's on YouTube and Facebook, Minnesota Millennial Farmer. He was showing a video of a tractor that he got to try out, very early test model basically, and he even got a chance to drive it on his farm for quite a while. He does a lot of acres. I have it available to me. So I'm going to showcase it on here, and I'm going to actually set it up the way that he has it in the farm. Here it is. It's the RX series. It's the first time that it actually has 4 tracks all the way around. Usually you have 2 tracks, or let's see, I think I can set this one up with it. Maybe. Those are some big tires. Doesn't look like I can. There's a lot of setup or sets you can do. We probably have a Magnum in here like that. I know the Magnums like to run that. If we go to the Magnum series here, there we go. This is a very common setup. In some of the bigger tractors that aren't in like full track mode, RT series. We're gonna run this one though. It's an RX series. He's got his set up. Let's see here. We're gonna go full front weights. We're gonna run the 410. I think his is a 410. I'm not exactly sure. On that one, we're gonna run 18-inch tracks at 120 spacing. So she's wide, and we're gonna run screens inside there. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Oh, hopefully I didn't mess up the recording there. Clicked off for a moment. Yeah, we're gonna run this guy. It looks really weird, looks really wild. It is an interesting setup, so we're gonna see how that goes. What was the other? They had. So these are what it added. It added a 7R series for the 2020, an 8R series, 8RT, which is your tracked, and then the 8RX. And this one, we're going from like 350 horse to almost 450 horse, I believe. Let me see. I just had it up. Actually 458. So we're almost at that 500 horse level. So it's definitely a bigger tractor. It's definitely going to it'll pull a cart really well. We don't have to run just the carts on the crawler tractors if we don't want to. We can run it on this, which will be a good option for us. I also want we've got this guy, which is awesome, but we're going to run this guy. The biggest thing being that this goes 7 miles per hour at 27 meters. This guy can do 48.5 meters, which is almost double, and 15 miles per hour. Actually more than double. So this guy's going to spray the crops almost 4 times faster because it's got twice the width and twice the speed. That's a big deal, but it has to use a liquid fertilizer. So we're going to have to set that up. It's a big old Hardy sprayer. So we're going to buy you up. And by the way, as far as money goes, I haven't really sold any crop yet. So we've got a whole lot of crop stored, and I can show you that. The other thing here we're going to go to is cultivators. And I want a bigger cultivator. We're going to go big, so we can dig up some ground in a hurry here. Like I said, this last season here is going to be about efficiency. We're also going to pick up another corn planter, so we can do stuff a little more efficiently with corn planting. Yeah, look at this thing. This thing is wild looking. A lot of visibility. You got the dual screens. Open cover. Oh, I see. Any other cool things? Oh, it opens the door. And the light comes on. No way. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. This thing also has the new LED lights on it. It should be spec'd out at about 26 miles an hour top speed, which it is. In this wide configuration like this, it should turn pretty well, which it does. Much wider is it compared to our big tractor here? The reason it's set up with this spacing is it's designed for row cropping. So if we were to get our corn planter out, it would actually coincide with in between the rows. That's how they do it that way. It looks like I was bringing that tractor over thinking we needed to pull some additional equipment. But it looks like this is really the only piece of equipment we have to worry about. So I'm excited to see how this new tractor runs. And I need to, looks like, sell a couple things. You probably notice it's getting a little stuttery. I don't know if that's showing up in the recording or not, or if it's just on my side, but the more stuff we get, the more land we own, the more laggy this map is getting. It's definitely noticeable. So we're gonna get this stuff back home. I'm gonna play around with this tractor a bit, I think. We'll probably put it on one of the other cultivators. Yeah, see it jumped down to 14 frames per second there. You probably felt that. This guy needs, I think, 500 horse, so we're gonna have to put a big tractor on it, but at least we can dig up some ground and get some stuff ready. There's another leg spike right there. And I gotta, I think, sell a couple loads of crop. We'll see what's available to us. And we gotta set up for liquid fertilizer because that sprayer is gonna need it. So let me do a couple things here, and we'll get to work. Alright, so I ended up just selling the milk that we had in the tanks over there. I decided not to sell any of our crops that we have stored. To give you an idea, I keep mentioning it. Yeah, saving content. It's always doing that. I mean, we've got 243,000 units of wheat, 150,000 of barley, 338 of oats, 335 of canola, 600K of sunflowers, 186 of soybeans, 827 of corn. And a little bit of black beans left. But there's a lot there, it's just the prices right now are not good. So I don't want to sell them yet. What I do want to do though, is I want to change some things up here. So where is... Actually, before we do that, let's check. I'm looking for something in particular. Liquid fertilizer and herbicide. 100,000 units. This is what we're looking for right here. So we want to put in this guy, which is making me think that we don't have enough money, but you know what? We're going to see what happens. Alright, so we sell the herbicide tank because we're not going to need that anymore. Go under here, find the tank that we were looking at. This guy right here. So this is going to be for fertilizer and for herbicide. Difference is that we can't just buy it from the tank anymore. We're going to have to ship it in, which is where this comes in. We're going to need another tank. We're going to get another one of these, but instead of, let's see, we're on Chrome, we're going to get a black one. Because that's going to be for non-milk things. Oh yeah, we got enough money. No problem. And I'm actually going to get another truck. And I think I want one that's pretty versatile for the field work. So this is the guy that's going to be doing stuff, you know, in and around the fields, doing the chopping and stuff like that. So I think we're going to go with this guy just because he has more horsepower. It's a little smaller, a little lighter. Should we make it John Deere green? No. Case IH red? No. I think a nice blue. That's too bright. We'll go with the dark blue. Yeah, I like that. And we're going to run some black rims. Oh, there we go. Apparently we can't change that. We're going to run the field tires. Alright, so now we got this guy here. He's got apparently tanks and stuff. Or valves. I don't know, one of these is going to be filling, one of these is going to be, well, I guess filling equipment. One's going to be filling tank, one's going to be filling equipment. We'll have to find out. We're going to have to go through all of our equipment here because we've got so much of it now. There you be. A nice man truck. We can do this? Oh, I don't have a different... I was hoping for a different rear view camera. Oh, I connected it. Hopefully we didn't run into anything. Let's go this way. Let's fill her up. And then we'll have to bring her back. I think I can get all this stuff at the shop up here. The first thing we're going to get is fertilizer. Liquid fertilizer. Which, I'm going to have to come out of here. This looks like liquid right here. Right? Yeah, liquid fertilizer. So, let me bring this back. The other thing we're going to have to get going, I think, is lime. Because we've got some fields that need lime. Yep. Another one up here. So, I think I'm going to have to get some lime. So we got some running to do here, and we may run out of daylight today, we'll see. There's been a lot of little itty bitty stuff that we've been doing, a lot of traveling, a lot of moving equipment around, so let me get this filled up and get some lime back, and we can start working on some stuff. Boy, it looks like it's starting to get dark already. It gets dark so early. We're gonna run with our new tractor today. Figured I might as well get that guy going on lime duty. We do have to do the field right next to us here, and then I'm going to come over here, and then I've got the conveyor trailer over here, so we can keep going with lime over here. I don't think we're going to touch this. We're going to leave it until the rest of it needs it. But try to get this area done over here. I'm assuming... oh, it's just that half. Oh, we might leave it. We might not. I haven't decided yet. But we do have the big spreader now here. It does take a little more horsepower to pull. This tractor seems to be doing pretty well. I gotta look here too. I think I need to feed the animal. Yeah, I gotta feed them tonight. We're actually getting really close to getting or selling off the pigs and moving on to the next part of that. So that'll be coming up shortly here. I don't remember the spread here. Oh, help if I hit the right button, right? Oh, this will work for now. Ooh, we got the big lights going. Alright, we'll let him get working. This guy needs to fill up with fertilizer. We can start doing some massive fertilizer work now. Now let's see, it should be this one right here for filling. At least I thought it was. Because that was where we were unloading. There we go. We got 2 loads of it, so it's got 64,000. I don't remember, this guy looks like he takes about 9,000 units at a time, so if that's the case, 63,000 would be 7 loads full. So we got 7 sprayers full. The nice part is we can basically just empty this back into there and switch to herbicide when we need to start spraying for weeds. So I think it'll work out great for us. It basically gives this sprayer the ability to then transfer back and forth without having to dump the containers out onto the ground, which I hate doing. We might as well start with some big fields first. See what this guy can do. Like I said, I want to do this so I can fertilize and then spread in, or dig them, so that way our first round is dug in. And I had problems with it not fertilizing a second time with the planter. If I fertilized and then didn't dig and just went straight to planting. So I think I'm going to end up, since I've got multiple cultivators now, just digging everything. Digging all the fields. So let's see here. This guy is big. And I can switch to 4-wheel steering if I choose to. Dang, look at this. Look at that path. And I mean, he cruises right along too. So I mean, we are fertilizing that much in that quick of a pass here. That is crazy. We're gonna have to do some more cleanup work, but for the big fields, this guy is the way to go. and it'll work out much quicker than the other sprayer that we were running. We can still run with him. We'll still probably use him for fertilizing, just to have another piece of equipment running. Oh, looks like he only goes to the edge of the boom, so we're actually missing a spot, but when we do that field we can always pick up that little bit there. Not a big deal. Oh, wait a second. Oh, it's actually going to count as a second pass. I spread manure on this. So maybe this isn't the right field to be doing. In fact, I think I'm going to stop him. Oops. My mistake. Yeah, we'll do some other fields. We're just gonna have a pass there that got extra fertilizer, I guess. No big deal. So, yeah, make sure you watch what you got fertilized and do the fields you need to do. My bad. I don't think I'm gonna actually spray much more tonight. I'm gonna keep the lime guy going. We're gonna hit fertilizing tomorrow pretty heavily. What is that noise? Sounds like water somewhere. Not sure. And I gotta feed the animals tonight. So it's getting dark. I'm gonna take care of the animals now. Oh, don't. Oh. Yeah, it looks like we're stuck. Maybe. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get him out of there. Yeah, you can see here I got the tender over here full of lime. So I can get him filled up when need be. I really need to install a mod that I can adjust which equipment I want to toggle through, because this is getting ridiculous. Okay, looks like he's working pretty good though. I'm happy with that. So, alright, I'm gonna keep working here. So yesterday ended up being a day completely full of rain. Didn't really get anything done. So it is now day 12 of autumn. The last day of autumn, and winter arrives tomorrow. Definitely cannot wait for that. Wink, wink. Sarcasm. Just means everything's going to slow down, of course, and we're just going to be skipping through and feeding animals. Which reminds me, I didn't even check. I should probably feed the animals. But what I did want to talk about here, before I get involved in that, before we sign off for the episode, there actually is a mod out there looking exactly what I'm looking for. Well, not exactly. There was, for Farming Simulator 17, there was a mod called Vehicle Group Switching, which then lets you basically set up groups of vehicles to do whatever you wanted it to do. I can't do that at 19. There's another one called Vehicle Explorer, which allows me to change which vehicles I'm utilizing, but it doesn't let me set groups. The beauty of the group one was that if I got into something, like let's say I set up a group for feeding the animals, I got into one of the vehicles that were part of that group, all I'd have to do is switch, tab through them, and it would only go through that group. And then I would set up a group for like, harvesting, stuff like that, so then if I got in one of the combines, it would switch between the combine and the equipment that I was using for harvesting. And basically you could just utilize that, and it worked pretty well. I figure out here. what has been fertilized and what has not been fertilized. I know this area got fertilized here. A big ol' sprayer. So I'm gonna make a run across it here, see if we can get double the fertilizing on this path here, and then I'm gonna start running this guy because I do have a lot of manure to run through. But I'll show you guys how the mod works here in just a moment. Gotta try to get this guy going here. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to be looking at fertilizing as much as possible here and starting to dig stuff up. Like I said, I'm going to dig everything. So I don't know if, let me see here. That should be good. I don't know if I'm going to need another cultivator or if I'm just going to run with the 2 cultivators and call that good. I do have to watch the markets too about when would be a good time to sell the crops that we do have. How far along did I fertilize this? I know I haven't done this path here. Oh, right here. Somewhere in here I ran out. Right there's where I ran out. The other thing I'm going to have to check and see is if what I have the preset set for the helper here. Alright, well, I'm just going to get him going. Oh. Expand that. There we go. Let him go 12 miles an hour. He is using this, what's in the spreader, so we're going to have to change that. I'll use it to pig building. Let him do that. So all I have to do now is I just have to hit Alt-V, and it brings up this list here. So I've got a helper on the orange one you can see down there, or actually it'd be the blue. What I have selected is the orange. So I have a helper here, helper here. So if I were to go to here, you can see I'm in green because that's where I am. Anything that's listed as P is considered parked. So like the combine, green combine that's showing up there, if I hit Alt-P, it becomes unparked, and then I can switch between it. So right now I have everything parked except for this truck here, the one sprayer, this guy who's putting down lime, and the other sprayer. That's all we're using right now. And basically I can just go into that list and adjust things whenever I need to, and that will clean up what we're doing heavily. It's exactly what I wanted. So I'm going to basically start putting down lime here. I'm going to start spreading some fertilizer with the big sprayer, watching the spreader go, probably spread some other fertilizer with this guy, and just try to get as much of the field work done as possible before winter comes. So when we start cultivating and stuff, I'll probably pull you guys in, but that'll be in the next episode. So thank you guys all for watching, and as always, take it easy.